Hello world, Shelly here, and it's IPSY time! I've got the IPSY GLAM bag for May 2021. Their theme this month is Flower Power. I've got selections from the GLAM bag and the GLAM bag plus, gifted by IPSY. Thank you very much, IPSY, for sending these in PR. If you've never used IPSY before, it's a subscription service where the $12 a month GLAM bag gets you sample and travel size items, and the GLAM bag plus is $25 a month, and you get full size and more premium products. Here is the bag for the GLAM bag plus this month, and I've got selections from both. Now, I'm already wearing my foundation and concealer, so let's take a look at what is coming in the GLAM bag. Of course, you always get the bag. They're always beautiful zippered bags. This one's like a faux leather, so it's a really sturdy kind of bag. The kind I would like to travel with because it'll be water resistant and a bit more protectant than plain old cloth bags. There's some good stuff in here this month, you guys. Let's talk through the things that are skincare that I won't be putting on at this moment. From Kinship, this is the Probiotic Moisturizing Sunscreen. It is zinc oxide SPF 32. You know I am always trying some new sunscreens, and you should wear sunscreen every single day, so I will definitely be checking that out. We've got a Beauty Crop Stuck On You Eye Primer, and the only reason I'm not going to wear this is because you know I am a die-hard MAC Paint Pot person. I would rather be able to gift this to somebody than use it once and never use it again. That is where I'm at with eye primer. Can't move on. Paint Pot just works so wonderfully well. We also have, from House Labs, that's Lady Gaga's brand, the eyeshadow. You know me and my cool tones, you guys. We have, from Dr. Brandt, the Pores No More Vacuum Cleaner Pore Purifying Mask. I am a big fan of Dr. Brandt skincare. This is probably meant for oily skin, so it's probably not meant for my kind of dry skin. I have never tried a Dr. Brandt skincare product that I didn't like, so they have a very good track record with me. From Olaplex, number 3, Repair and Strengthen All Hair Types. It's the Hair Perfector. I love me some Olaplex, and you guys know I do all kinds of damage to my hair, so I am a big fan of anything that fixes the damage to my hair. Okay, here's some of the most exciting parts, because you know me and I love makeup. There's an Ofra blush in here. I love Ofra. I don't buy nearly enough of their stuff. I really enjoy everything I've ever tried. This is a blush palette, and guess what? It's cool toned! Ah! So excited. So excited. This is the Blush Rose from Ofra. Their packaging is so like classy and chic to me. Also, I'm very excited because there's an eyeshadow palette in this GLAM bag. This was in the GLAM bag plus. This is from Illuminati Cosmetics. It is the GLAM palette designed by Isabel Bedoya. You know, from this packaging, I was not expecting the color story that's on the inside. Beautiful color story, no issues, but I was expecting something more pink. But that's okay. I think this palette made the rounds in a late 2020 BoxyCharm. So if you have done BoxyCharm in the past, you might have seen this palette already. I'm not on BoxyCharm anymore, so this is going to be my first time dipping into both a product from Illuminati Cosmetics and this particular palette. We also have from One Size the Point Made Bodacious Black Gel Eyeliner, and you know me and my love of black eyeliners. It's from Item Beauty, and it is a lip oil. Little mini size here. All right, let's finish off complexion first. I'm going to use my Wayne Goss palette. This is the contour and bronzer palette. This contour shade is just perfection for fair skin. I love it so much. It is just the perfect shadow shade. The bronzer as well. This is the lightest of the Wayne Goss blush bronzer palettes. I was watching a trick from Nikki Tutorials who was saying, you know, if you're the person with the wide face, in my case due to my weight, bring your bronzer down. Don't sweep it up here. Don't cut your face off. And I kind of like that trick. I love this shade as well. This bronzer palette is just, oh, I love it so much. I love it more than anyone should love a piece of makeup. This is the Wayne Goss. Oh, it was one of the anniversary brushes. It's like a fan brush kind of a thing, but it's bigger and I love it for contour. Let's try this blush. Oh, I love his brushes though. This one's like super, super lightweight. A lot of product picked up, so we might have too much. We'll find out in a second, won't we? But I love that this brush diffuses blush so lightly. I don't like a whole ton of blush. Oh, no, this is actually nice and buildable. If you use a less fluffy brush, you're going to get a more pigmented put down of product. But when you use something super, super, super fluffy the way this one is, and it's not dense at all, so the bristles really spread, you get a very light wash of color, which is what I prefer. I'm a light wash of color girl. Oh, that is pretty. Oh, I like this. I like this a lot, you guys. I think that's lovely. I like buildable blushes. I don't want to go in hot and heavy because I like a light hand with my blush. Highlights. We're just going to go with the old standby. When is Natasha Denona an old standby? Natasha Denona is the queen. Super Glow. You know I can't live without some highlight, you guys. Highlight is life. Oh, Super Glow is life. Favorite highlight of all times, forever. I don't think anything is ever going to make me as happy as Natasha Denona Super Glow does. Okay, should we do some eyes? As mentioned, the old MAC paint pot in Painterly is my base of choice. I need to get a new one. I need to try and mix this one up a little bit. I have stirred it a few times now, and you can get some extra life out of it when you stir it up and get some of the moisture that's kind of saved at the bottom brought back through the top, but you can't do that forever, so... And I've actually never emptied out a MAC paint pot, even though I wear it every single time I wear makeup. I use this as my primer, but I've never gotten through a whole pot before I've had to buy a new one. So there is a lot of product in here, and I probably only buy one once every 8 months or so. Let's dip into this bad boy, shall we? I love this packaging. The packaging's beautiful. And there is a mirror on the inside as well. I think we are gonna start with this shade that looks like it's called a Baby Girl. And I'm going to take my Wayne Goss number 3 brush. Looks like a pretty powdery formula. Let's see how it blends. This is my favorite brush of all times for my eyeshadow. For the crease, the color builds nicely. It does take a few dips back in, but I prefer that rather than risking having too much all at one time. Alright, what color should I do next? This is kind of an odd collection of shades. I am going to go with this rose shade here and my Sigma E25 brush, and we're going to take this into the crease. This one's a little more red and less brown than I expected. It looks kind of brown in the palette, but it looks more red on the eye. Next, I'm going to go into this shade Trust at the bottom corner and my Smith 253 brush. This will give a little bit of depth before I put a shimmer down. Let's do this June 1st shade, and we'll use the Smith brush as well. This one's not picking up a lot of pigment. Let me try with my finger. It looks like a shimmer, but it's pretty dry. I prefer a more buttery kind of a shimmer shade that just kind of has a bit more stick to it. This is a really dry formula. It's a pretty color. Definitely a pretty color. I think I'm going to stick with my fingers because it's so dry. I'm going to go into this Center Gold shade Rich. See, now this one's a little bit more of a typical, you know, it's got glide to it, I guess you'd say. And where the two meet, I'm just kind of tapping it over both sides to kind of blend the two together. Now I'm going to get my Wayne Goss number 20 and I'm going to go back into that brown Trust shade, and we're just going to deepen the outer corner and the crease just a little bit. I'm going to use my Super Glow. There's a white matte shade, but I like a little bit of shimmer to my inner corner highlights. And for my lower lash line, I'm gonna take my Wingauss 05 and back into that very first shade, Baby Girl, and we will just add a little bit, and then I'm gonna take a tiny bit of that brown Trust on the outer third, just to kind of meet it up with the outer corner. Well, let's take care of this fallout. Holy cow. All right, did the other eye, got some old brow freeze in the old brows. Love this stuff. Let's check out this eye pencil from One Size, and it's a gel pencil. I'm going to tight line with it. Oh, goes on super easy, super smooth, super black. The only question then becomes, will it survive my allergy-ridden waterline? I will post a note in the comments whether it did or not. I am filming this the same day that I am filming the Clinique Moisture Surge Super Tint foundation, so check that out if you want to see what this pencil looks like at the end of the day. That went on super easy, and even, dare I say, more easily than my beloved Urban Decay 24/7 waterline pencil. So if that holds up in the waterline, that's gonna be something to watch for sure. All right, let me go put some mascara on. I will be right back. And here is the finished look. My mascara is from number 7. This is the Full 360 Ultra. Absolutely loving this mascara. My lip, I did apply the Item Beauty lip oil, and it smells like apricots. It has just enough tint to it that I feel like you can wear it as your lip product. A lot of lip oils kind of have to go underneath your lipstick or your lip gloss because they just look like a wet version of your lips. And in my case, I usually need a little zhuzh of color to my lips. But this one does have a little zhuzh of color, so I think you can wear it as your lip product. So very happy with the Item Beauty lip oil. It's got a little bit of that lip gloss consistency, so a little bit more substance to it. It feels more like a gloss, which I like, but it feels hydrating like a lip oil. So bravo on that one. Let's recap some of these IPSY bag products. I'm gonna say pass on the Illuminati Cosmetics eyeshadow palette. The mattes are fine. The shimmers are just a little bit drier than I like, and not a big fan of the formula, and it's not the most intuitively curated color story. A little bit not my jam. So I'm gonna say pass on the eyeshadow palette. Thumbs up on the pencil so far. We will see how it wears. Definite thumbs up on the Ofra blush. I think it is gorgeous, and I already know that I like Ofra blushes. I love their highlighters. They make excellent eye pencils. Speaking of eye pencils, oh, I didn't use the House Labs. I already know that I do enjoy House Labs cream eyeshadow like this. I didn't use it in this look, but I'm gonna say I would recommend it. It's not my absolute favorite formula of a liquid shadow. I still prefer the Stila Glitter and Glows, but it is a good formula. There you have it, another IPSY Glam bag in the books. If you enjoy these sort of unboxing try-ons, give me a thumbs up down below. Please subscribe if you haven't already. I post new videos every Monday, Wednesday, Friday, 9 p.m. Eastern Time. And as always, thanks a lot for taking some time out of your day to geek out over makeup with me. I appreciate your time, and I hope you guys all have an awesome day or night wherever you are in the world. Take care of each other. Bye-bye.